everyone. There you go. Hope everyone is good. If this is your first time to do a class, especially here, I want you to go and make space to find a block or a mat, or if you can also do this if you are somewhere in a space that you can't access a yoga mat or a block. You can find yourself maybe in a space where you can't be bothered, probably in a bed, or just a space where you can gently lie down for the rest of the hour. And then you can have books, you can have pillows, you can also have like a blanket. You can just put them here in your eyes whenever. I'm going to give you some cues if you feel like you need it, but feel free, if you don't have any props, go ahead and do this practice with me today without any. All right. So can I introduce myself first? Hello, my name is Rain. I am your yoga instructor for today's practice. So I'm here in the middle of my mat. Feel free to just go there already if you are not yet. Put your props on the side so it's easier for you to grab them later on. So for today, we're going to focus on practicing yoga for migraine relief. So I'm sure some of you already has experienced migraine headaches from time to time. I myself experience that at least once a month. If you haven't experienced any migraine before, migraine usually puts us in a place where we feel some bit of nausea. Sometimes you feel dizziness, and the most annoying part of it would be like sensitivity to light and sound. So comparing it to headaches, the ones that we usually do or ones that we usually get is that headaches, especially the tension ones, you can feel it on all of our heads, maybe here in front, maybe here at the back, or maybe in all of it. With migraine though, you just feel it on one side of the head, whether it's the left or the right. So in this practice today, give yourself permission. You can also find yourself in the comment section if you have any questions. I'll be here going near if you need any, but I'm just going to be here on my mat. All right. So why do we need to practice yoga when we do migraine? It's not in a way that it's a need, but it's an option for us to go and find ourselves in a space where we can somehow take care of ourselves whenever we need or when we have migraine. So sometimes we feel anxious when we have migraine, especially if we're going to do a lot of activities or we need to work. Yoga can bring us calm and peace to body and mind, and it helps us with ailments such as anxiety, depression, and pain, and allows us, our body and mind to recover more for stressful events like migraine and headaches. So doing yoga or practicing yoga taps into our parasympathetic nervous system, and it slows down our heart rate, and it lowers down our blood pressure, and therefore allowing us to make space for those pains, such as our migraine, to gently be at ease. So if you're doing this with a migraine, feel free to gently just maybe close the lights and just follow my voice if you don't feel like looking at your screen. And that looking at the screen, it can also feel like it's you are sensitive to that light. You can lower it down and follow my voice. So again, find your blocks, your props, pillows, blankets, put them on this side. I'm going to show you how to do it. So without further ado, let's start. I'm going to start first here with my seated pose, or this is your Savasana. Left or right foot in front, whichever feels good. If you feel like sitting down on the floor is not okay with you right now, I'm going to give you an option. You can do this in a chair, or you can find your pillow. I have my block here with me. I'm going to place it here at my bum so that I can elevate myself a little, giving me a sense of a tall spine. So if you feel like this is good, you can stay here. If you feel like sitting down on the floor is not accessible today, give yourself a space to find a chair or maybe lying down in the bed. All right. So we're going to start first with the breath work. In this space, we can find ourselves in a space where we don't need to be bothered by all of our worries or problems or fears, the things that we need to do before or after this one. And we're going to start with your breath work. We call this your Bramari pranayama, or the breath of the beast. So in this breath work alone, compared to all the other, probably the breath works that we usually do in our yoga practices, this breath work allows us to be more relaxed, to find ways to release anxiety, agitation, and frustration caused by migraines. So if you are suffering from migraines right now, this is the best pranayama practice for you. You can also do this whenever you need it, even if you have a headache. All right. So what happens in the breath work? Just follow my voice. What usually happens is that you're going to use one finger in each hand, maybe the index or anything. And then we're going to find the cartilage here in between our ear and our cheek. So this small cartilage here in front of our ears, that is what we're going to tap our finger in. So that whenever we inhale, we're going to inhale deep through the nose, close the mouth shut, allow a tall spine, and then we're going to hold our breath. We're going to find that cartilage, and then we're going to press it on our ears with the one finger. And then slowly, when we exhale, we're going to make this loud humming sound like that of a bee. That's why it's called breath of the beast. So I'm going to do it first, but I'm going to assist you whenever you are doing it. So whenever you're ready, inhale, close the cartilage, and then exhale with a loud hum. So we're going to try to keep on humming up until our last exhale throughout the nose. So it's important to keep your mouth shut. And that humming sound allows us to somehow relax our head and get in touch with that migraine so that we can release it through. All right. So Bramari pranayama, we're going to do this for 8 cycles of the breath. So in that, example alone, if you feel like sitting down on a chair or sitting down on the mat is the best for you, go give yourself a little wiggle and find your best sweet spot. And then whenever you're ready, we'll start. So again, finger in each hand, maybe the index or whichever feels good today. Shoulders relax, arms relax, and then we'll start. You can close your eyes here and just follow my voice. So whenever you're ready, inhale, close the cartilage. Exhale, loud humming sound. One more. Inhale through the nose. Close the cartilage. Exhale, loud humming sound. Big breath in. Close the cartilage. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, loud humming sound. Fourth round. Inhale through the nose. Close the cartilage. Hum it all out. Feel the vibration in the head. One more. Breathe in through the nose. Close the cartilage. Exhale with a hum. Fifth round. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with a hum. Last 3. Inhale. Exhale with a hum. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale. Last 1. Big breath in. Exhale with a hum.
Very nice. Release the hands. And then slowly welcome back to your present moment. So I hope that felt good. Let me know in the comments how it is. I'm pretty sure it's already like around 5 p.m. wherever you are in the US. It's morning here in my place. So we're gonna go and do a little bit of a stretch in our next few practices. So next round, we're gonna do your cat and cow. So if you have been doing yoga, I'm pretty sure you have done this before. This is for the beginners, or if you haven't done any yoga before, we call this pose is cat and cow. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna go for the middle of our mat. If you're in a bed, just go in the middle. Just make sure that your hands and your knees are at level like this. So this is your all fours position. So shoulders are gonna snap on your wrists. So it's like one line there, and then you're opening your palms, your fingers out wide here, and your hips are gonna be in line with your knees. So if you feel like your joints are like not feeling this, but you still want to do it, I want you to go. You can double your mat like this, so that you can find cushioning on your wrists and your knees. Or you can find pillows or blankets, place them on your hand on your knees, so that it won't be painful. We're not going to stay here this long, just to make sure you have a lot of options here, like so. So make sure that's in line. If you feel like it's too much in front, you can just put it at the back. I can do it a little bit closer if you want. Alright, so with your cat and cow, you can also tuck both of your feet if you feel like your joints or your knees are not doing it. And then slowly, we're going to do your cat and cow. So with an inhale, it's one movement. With an exhale, it's another movement as well. So every time we inhale, we're going to do a cow. So how do we do that? We're going to start from your tailbone. So tailbone is going to point towards the sky. That means your belly is going to point to the ground. And then your heart is going to open. You're going to roll your shoulders up, back, and down. You can gaze forward, or if your body invites you today, you can gaze up high. That is your cow. And then, when we exhale, we're going to do a cat. So how do we do that? From the tailbone again. So we're going to tuck the tailbone as if it's going to point towards the mat. This time, your belly will rise. And then your heart will rise as well, as if it wants to press the spine. Shoulder blades this time will widen to the sides. We're going to press with our hands. We can also tuck our chin to our chest. And then we can gaze in between our knees, or maybe your belly button, like that. So one movement, one breath. We're going to do it together. So you can also do this with your eyes closed if you have done this before. It's allowing us to notice the pain in our head and find awareness in how our breath comes in and out of our body. So let's go together whenever you're ready. Inhale to your cow, tailbone up, belly in, heart opens forward. You can gaze forward or you can gaze up. And then exhale, round the back to your cat. Tuck that tailbone, chin to chest, press from your hands, press from your knees. One more round. Breathe long, opening the heart, leaning forward. Exhale, round the back to your cat. Let it all go. Visualize the lungs really taking out every single breath. One more. Breathe in through the nose. Open the heart to your cow. Exhale around the back to your cow. Very nice. So breathe in one more to your cow. 4th round. And exhale around the back to your cow. One more. Inhale. So visualizing every single vertebrae waking up. And then exhale around the back. Very nice. Last two. One more. Inhale to your cow. Allowing the breath to come in. And then exhale around the back to your cow. One last round. Let's go. Inhale to your cow. Tailbone up, belly down, heart really opens forward. And then exhale to your cat. Round the back as if your heart wants to touch the sky. Very nice. Come back to your center on your neutral spine. Maybe swing the hips side to side. Very nice. You can also take a seat here at the back. If that was too much on your wrists, take your hands like this, clasp them together, and make infinity circles like this. Very nice. So keeping with the breath, inhales and exhales, so that if that was too much and you feel dizzy with your cat and cow, feel free to take a seat or go and do more if that feels good. All right. So whenever you're ready, let's do the next one. So when we do find awareness and taking a relief with our head, we need to take note that we're releasing the head by releasing any tension in our neck and our shoulders and our chest. So in that way, blood flows freely and all of our body parts within the range of that pain. So that goes as well with all of the body parts whenever you feel like something. So this time around, we're going to try to open up your shoulders. So we're trying to open the shoulders this side. We're going to try to open the shoulders here at the back. So that opens the shoulder blade. So this one is called eagle arms or yoga mukasana. So have an option to take a seat once more and a chair here on the mat in your bed, wherever you are. You can also find the block. So this is just to the upper body. So what I want you to do, so when you take a seat, we're going to find our eagle arms by extending your arms forward here. So we're going to try on one side first because this one allows us to open each side. So right arm on top, left arm at the bottom, and then we're going to plant them together like this. And then we're going to bend onto the elbows and then backs of your hands first, an option, together. Or if you have some more today, we're going to take a full bind. That means we're going to press all of our palms together like this. There. But if this is not accessible for today, just the backs of your hands will do. All right. So we're going to have a lot of options. So feel free to find yours. And then whenever you find your options already, we're going to isolate this opening on your shoulders. So what you want to do while we're doing your eagle arms is to keep our belly in, our ribs are in. So we don't want to see a curving back like this. We want a straight spine. And then what we want in our eagle arms to make it more open is that we're going to press your elbows. We're going to reach it forward like this. You can see the difference. And then we're going to take your fingertips. You're going to energize it as if it's pointing to your sky like that. So you're already feeling this widening on your shoulder blades at the back. It's like your heart wants to exit that space in between. So that's how you are. So this will feel really intense because we're going to stay here for 8 rounds of the breath. Allow the shoulders to gently feel that opening while you soften the face. Release any tension. Maybe close your eyes if it feels safe wherever you are. Release the tension in that space between your eyebrows. Release the tension in your jaw. Soften. Maybe make some space between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. And just keep breathing. Last 6. 5. Three. 2. Last 1. Very nice. Let's slowly release this. So release the clasp from your hands. Releasing the bind if you did that with me. Release your arms, put them on the side. Very nice. You can find stillness or you can shake your arms like this if that was too much. Roll your shoulders forward and back. Just noticing the difference between one side from the other. You'll feel that maybe the right side is a little bit more open. Don't worry because we're going to do everything on the opposite side. So noticing that with each and every part of this practice, that spaces in between each pose allows us to find awareness in how our body feels, how our head feels, especially with this relief. So notice that when your shoulders open, there's that space in their neck that releases and we find more relief in what we're feeling. Okay. So whenever you're ready, let's try eagle arms or gomakasana arms on the opposite side. So this time around, hands reaching forward, left arm on top, right arm at the bottom this side, and then bend onto the elbows again, backs of your hands, or maybe take your palms together like this. Alright, so notice that one side is different from the other. Maybe one side you can take a full bind, on the other side you can. That's perfectly fine. Again, shoulders away from your ears. Feel tall to the crown of your head. We're not touching our booty at the back. We're just here. So belly is in, ribs are in. Really reaching your elbows forward, really pointing your fingertips to the sky. And then let's focus on the breath. You can close your eyes here. Inhale. Breathe in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale deep. Exhale completely. Inhale and exhale. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then let's release. Very nice. Good job. Release your hands. Release the body. Release your arms. And then relax. Very nice. Again, find stillness or shaking the arms if that was too much. Shoulders roll forward and back. Alright guys, good. Maybe feeling more open, feeling more release in your headache or your migraine. Now we're going to try to do neck releases after that. So with your neck releases, this will be the most important part, I believe, because this one is really opening the sides of your head or sides of your neck, most especially, so that you can feel your blood flowing and again, tapping into that calmness within you so you can find awareness or the body will find awareness and tapping into the parasympathetic nervous system. So sometimes, our neck is so much tight. So I'm going to give an option to do this as slow as you can, as gentle as you want. All right. So I'm going to go here. So with your neck releases, I'm going to go sideways so you can see what's happening. So you can find this in a seated pose, like what we did earlier, your Sukhasana. I usually find this as the best with my hero pose. I'm just going to go here just so you can see. So with my hero pose, what I usually do is that go to the kneeling pose first, and then take my feet, widen them to the side so there's that space, a good one. And then I'm going to find a block, a pillow, place that between my ankles, and then take a seat like this. So this is our hero pose. So the tops of our feet are on the sides. If this is not accessible, we're going to stay in our Savasana, okay? This can be a little bit intense in our case. And if you want a little bit more, if you want to progress, no blocks at all, take a seat. So knees can come together, or knees will come 1 or 2 knuckles away from each other. Like, you can also find a block or a pillow. We're going to place it here at the bottom of our knees, if that feels better. So it's like a quick opening in our tops of your feet on our ankles. But this is just an extra when we're doing our neck releases. In that way, it's a little bit more dynamic, that we're not just opening our neck, but it's also opening some of the body parts that we need. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go near here as well so that you can see what's happening in the neck, because that's what we're going to focus on. Okay. So with our neck releases, what we're going to do first is semicircles in our head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my chin towards my chest. So hands on the knees or wherever it lands. And then take your chin to your chest like this. Allow the shoulders to relax. Keep a tall spine. Let it be straight, not curving the back, not touching the booty at the back. So just stay here. So notice at this point the release, that space of an opening at the back of the neck to the occiput like that. In this practice alone, you will be the one to choose what kind of intensity you want in each pose that we do. So if you want to go further, keep pressing it in. If this is too much, take a step back. All right. So that's the golden rule. Now, with our chin to our chest, and then our head gently just falling heavy here. We're going to try to go in half circles. How do we do that? So we're just going to swing side to side as if our ear is coming near our shoulder, like this. So as gentle as you want, as deep as you can, as intense as how your body wants to feel. There you go. Not doing anything too much. Just finding the semicircles. So releasing really the tension at the sides of the neck, especially at the back. Finding the stretch maybe even at the sides of the shoulder blades up until here. And then don't forget, we're connecting the movement with the breath. So one movement is an inhale, another movement is an exhale. So notice how the breath gives rise to that opening once you move. There you go. And then slowly, once you feel like you're a little bit more open, we're going to go and go deep in this circle. So maybe you're to shoulder, and then we're going to rise a little bit more, maybe coming to the back, and then coming back down, chin to chest. Doing it on the opposite side, ear to shoulder, and then coming up high, maybe looking at the sky now, and then coming back down. So there you go. So widening that circle as much as you can, only as much as you can. This is how we honor our body in this practice. Now, if you feel like you're already open, you can go full this time. There you go. So that's how we want to feel full. Releasing the shoulders down, keeping a tall spine still. Now, it feels more open. Don't forget, with the breath, inhale and exhale. You can also open your eyes. You can also close them. You can open them up. Maybe make some space between your upper teeth and your lower teeth if you want. Just really giving into the sensations of the neck. You can also find a breath work that you have done earlier, breath at the base, if you want, taking your hands on your cartilage and just breathing and exhaling with the hump when you're doing this. Okay. Once you're good with that, we're going to go on with another neck release. So with this one, same feeling, relaxing your shoulders, hands down on your knees. The palms are grounded on your knees. We're going to find ourselves looking at one shoulder first. So I'm going to try to look at my right shoulder. So looking at my right shoulder, this is already good enough. This is a good stretch here. And then what I want to do now is we're going to bow down to that shoulder. So we're going to bow down like that. It's as if our chin is pressing to that collarbone, like this. So you can close your eyes. Breathe in for 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Now, while we're here, you have an option to stay here if this is good enough. But if you want more, we're going to gaze at the sky in parallel with this. So this time, nose to the right shoulder. And then we're going to find nose to the sky. One more. Nose to the shoulder. And then nose to the sky. One more. Down, looking down to the shoulder. Looking down to your sky. Don't forget to breathe. One more. Looking down to the shoulder. And looking down to your sky. Very nice. Come back to that shoulder. Release the bow. And then come back center. Very nice. Check the shoulders. Making sure everything's good. Alright, we're going to do everything on the opposite side. So whenever you're ready, shoulders down. If you did this side or if you did this side, go the other way. Okay, so I'm going to go to my left this time. Looking at my left. So feeling that yummy stretch on the other side of the neck this side. And then we're going to bow down. So chin to the collarbone. Looking at your left shoulder. Soften the face. You don't want any tension in the face. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your cheeks. Allow the shoulders to really press down. Inhale here. And exhale. Last 2. And 1. Very nice. So this time around, we're gonna do those looks. So whenever you're ready, inhale, nose to the left shoulder. Exhale, nose to your sky. And then go down once more. And then go up. 3 more rounds. Look down. And then look up. Looking down. 1 breath, 1 movement. And then look up. Last 2. Come up. Last 1. And then looking up. Look down first. Release the bow. And then come back to your center. Very nice. Shake the shoulders. Shake the neck. I hope that feels good. And that really is so helpful for me, at least whenever I find myself in migraine. Sometimes I feel dizzy, even with the slightest look at the sun or the daylight is really giving me that not so good feeling. And the neck release really allows me to breathe so I can focus on my center. Now, next time, this round, we're going to go and find your supported bridge. So we're going to go back to the mat. If you haven't, find your block, find your space. If you were sitting on the floor, sitting on the chair, feel free to go to a place where you can lie down. So this time, we'll be needing assistance with the block or a pillow. Maybe if you don't have any of these, find books with you, something that can elevate yourself, your hips later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie down here. Like this, extending both of my feet to the top of your mat, maybe finding my feet a little bit wide, hands onto the side. Now this time, we're going to find a block. We're going to place it here at the bottom of our hips. So how do we do that? Bend the knees 1 by 1 first, and then find your block here at the bottom of our hips. So not so much that it's on the lower back like that. It's just here in our bum, like that. There you go. So find your sweet spot. If your block is the soft one, that's good. If your block is the cork one with this, or like a really, really hard one, it's also good. And then slowly extend your hands onto the sides. You have an option to just stay here with your knees bent and your feet grounded. This is good enough. You have an option to also extend both of your feet to the top as if it's pointing to the sky point, or flex. Feet can come together or make them parallel, hip width distance. This is called Viparita Kirani. You can also do this on a wall, as if your ankles are placed on the wall like that. So really releasing and putting in tension, or putting in blood flow in our head like this. Or if you want some more, as we open it, we're going to extend both of our feet to the top of our mat. In this way, the supported bridge that we're doing allows us to bring more flow in our head, in our neck, in our shoulders. You can close your eyes here, and we're going to focus on our breath. It's so easy, but if you are doing this with your migraine or with your headache, this can become challenging. So don't forget to breathe. If you feel like closing your eyes will give you dizziness, don't close your eyes yet. Just look at your ceiling, your sky, wherever you're practicing. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it in. And bring it in. Inhale. Maybe exhale out the mouth. Breathe in long. Breathing out. Inhale deep. Exhale completely. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1.
And then slowly, we're gonna release. Very nice. If your eyes were closed, you can open them now. If your feet was up, gently bend the knees one by one and then plant the feet one by one. Very nice. You're gonna place your hands on your blocks, your pillows, your books, and then slowly put them on the side, pressing your hips down to the mat. Very nice. So how do we do a counter stretch? If that was too much, bend the knees one by one to your heart. Maybe hands can be here in our legs, maybe in our inner thighs, maybe at our shins, and then maybe swing side to side. There you go. So this nice yummy massage in the lower back, making sure nothing is too much. Okay. There you go. Awesome. Once you're ready, plant the feet, and then you can stay lying down and just follow my voice. I'm gonna teach you how to do the next one. So in this one is called a supine twists. You can do this with sitting down. You can also do this lying down. So I'm gonna show you the sitting down, and I'm gonna show you the lying down. All right. So with the sitting down, we're just gonna go here at the center of our mats, extending both of our feet long like this. And then we're going to bend one knee. And then we're going to plant the feet wherever it wants to land. Maybe just here, beside the left knee. Maybe near the glute if we have that today. Maybe come across the left leg if we have that today as well. Okay, just an option, not a progression. Everything is just an option. And then the opposite hand, with me, this is my left. It's going to wrap on my right leg, which is the bent leg. And then the other hand, other arm is going to reach back. So nothing too far, nothing too much. You can also plant the palm down or find a block in your hand if that feels good. So how do we do the twist here? We're going to lengthen first. So inhale. We're going to lengthen, feeling tall on the spine. And then on our exhale, we're going to open the heart to the right side. That left arm is going to feel that right leg to the left side. Right hand is reaching the back. You have an option to gaze forward, gaze at the side, or gaze at the back. So this is somewhat like opening the side of the neck as well. You can also find your gaze on your right shoulder, or if you don't feel nauseous, you can close your eyes. So take your hand down, not much weight on that back hand, so you can really feel this opening on your low back, on your middle back. All right. And then if you are lying down and you're not seated, I'm going to show you how to do this on this side. So lying down first, bending the knee to the heart first. And then a right hand will extend to a T or to a cactus here. And then we're going to drop that right knee towards the left side. So heart is still facing the sky. Right shoulder is still grounding on the mat. So making sure all of your shoulder blades are still down on the mat. And then your right knee will drop to the opposite side. If your knee is not connected to your mat, to your space, to your earth, that's perfectly fine. Keep it lifted. You can also find your block. You can place it on that knee. I'm just going to go here so you can see what it looks like when you place your block. So what happens is that you can place that block on a shin, maybe the long one, like that, so you can find support. All right? So what we want is we're opening to a twist so that you can really release and find relief on your migraine. There you go. So find your own intensity here. Again, if you're seated, stay there. If you want to lie down with your twist, go ahead. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Open the eyes. Come back to your center. And then shake the legs. Very nice. If you were seated, same thing. Release the legs. Shake, shake, shake. Do everything on the opposite side. So slowly, if you were seated, we're going to bend the opposite knee. Alright? And then see where it lands. The foot can stay here.
Near the knee, come across, whichever feels good. Opposite arm wraps on that leg. And then the opposite hand releases, stretches out the back. Like that. Seated side twist. Inhale. And then exhale, open the heart. Notice the counter stretch up this twist. Now, if you're lying down, same thing. So gently place the knee first towards the heart. And then extend that left hand to a T. And then we're going to drop that that left knee towards the right side. There you go. So notice this counter stretch. Again, if the knee does not connect to the earth, it's good. It's fine. You're okay. Relax your shoulders, making sure all of your shoulder blades are still down, making sure your heart is still facing the sky. And just come back to the breath. In for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And let's release. Very nice. Bend the knees back to the heart if you're lying down. Extending both of your feet once more, straightening the legs. Very nice. How does that feel? Hope you guys are good. Again, if there's any tension, get this straight. Alright? So this time around, we're gonna go and start with your Savasana or your corpse pose. Sometimes, especially if we have feeling pain in our head this time around, lying down a long or a good moment, a few minutes, is not okay. So you have an option to do Savasana while sitting down. You can also do Savasana while taking your body flat on the wall like that, so that you can sit long like this, okay? If you feel good, go ahead and lie down. Remember, we have our blankets. You can put them in your eyes, or you can put them all over your body if you feel cold right now. You can find your pillows, place them here at the back of the head as your pillow, or maybe at the back of the upper back, like this. Yeah? So a lot of options in your Savasana today. I'm just going to be here in front of you so that you can see me better. And if you feel like, again, looking at your screen will not do you good in your Savasana, just close your eyes and follow my voice as I guide you through it, okay? We're going to try to release any tension that is still here in the body. Okay, so once you're ready, sitting down or lying down, maybe a few wiggles on your legs, a few wiggles on your hips, a few wiggles on your shoulders, on your arms. Allowing the body to release any effort at all at this part of your practice and just feel the most relaxed state of your mind, of your heart, of all of your body. Close your eyes if it feels safe, or gaze at one point in front of you, something that's not moving, so you can find your balance. You can find yourself here. And just follow my voice and allow me to guide you as you release all of the tensions in your body at this point of the practice. If you feel like this will not resonate with you at all right now, feel free to just go with your normal breathing or the kind of pranayama that suits your body today. Maybe the pranayama that we have done earlier, go ahead and do that. Or just find stillness. Notice how you breathe. Inhale and exhale. And begin to come back to the normal breath. I'm going to take you to a quick body scan right now. Relaxing all of your toes. Relaxing all of your feet. Beginning to feel heavy in your ankles. Releasing tension in all of your heels. Softening the shins, releasing the tension in your calves, relaxing all of your knees, softening the thighs, your hams, your quads, the IT band, and beginning to feel heavy in all of your hips. Release the tension in your glutes. Release the left glute. Release the right glute. Release your pelvic floor. And allow all of your lower body to relax. Allow all of your lower body to feel heavy. Begin to soften the belly. Begin to release all the tension in your lower back. Soften the ribs, soften the lungs, soften the chest, soften the heart. Release the shoulders. Relax. Put them all down. Begin to feel heavy in all of your arms, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms. Release any tension in your wrists. Find awareness in the backs of your hands, your palms, the spaces in between each finger. Release the tension in all of your neck. Release the tension in all of your throat. Soften the cheek, soften the nose. Maybe make some space between the roof of your mouth and your tongue, and then put them back in. Soften the eyes. Release the tension surrounding your eyes. Put your eyebrows down, that space between your eyebrows, put it down. All of your forehead, put them down. Begin to feel heavy in all of your head. Let all of your upper body relax. Let all of your upper body feel heavy. And begin to notice how you feel. And begin to feel how you're breathing. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Begin to tap into your five senses. Every single thing that you're touching. Every single sound surrounding you right now. Every single taste in your mouth and your lips. Any single smell. And every single colors in your eyes dancing for you right now. Let all of your body relax. Simply come back to your present moment by taking deep inhales and deep exhales. Begin to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, swing the head side to side, as slow as you can, as slow and gentle as you want. And then if you were lying down, slowly take a seat. If you were on a seat, stay there. And then we're going to close your practice today. By taking one hand to your heart, another to the belly, close your eyes. And finding gratitude in our body to be able to move, to find this space, to breathe, and find relief. Gratitude in our breath to be a reminder that we can use it. To find gratitude in ourselves for making time and creating space and taking care of ourselves. Take your hands in prayer and then slowly bow down. Namaste. And then we're done. Thank you so much.
There you go. So those are the exercises or the small gentle movements that you can do if you have or if you are experiencing any headache or any migraine. Feel free to do it as slow as you can. Maybe take deeper or longer breaths, even longer than 8. If you feel like you want to stay there and that's the only thing that you're going to do, just one pose, that's good enough. If you want to do everything, you can do that. If you want to take a longer breath work, you can do that as well, just to give you an assistance in relieving any part of your head that feels pain. Don't forget to release the shoulders, release the neck, anything that you feel that you can move at that point. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Namaste, everyone.